Hello student, let's start. Okay, today we will start first chapter of your class 12th book. Okay, in this chapter all the your previous year books, 11th class book, all the chapter are some points are defined here in this chapter 1. Okay, let's discuss one by one. Okay student, I just explain, and if you have book you can also read, and if any doubt you can ask, because in this chapter nothing will be but only like a revision. Okay, so you just try to understand. Okay, let's start. First of all, we have learned Python programming language. Okay, in this chapter we will discuss about token, booleans of Python program, and like character sets, tokens, identifiers, keywords, and your list, tuples, different things. Okay student, so let's start. First of all, we also know that Python is a high level language. Python is a high level language, I already here written. And Python is also considered as an interpreter language. Okay, because Python program are executed by an interpreter. Okay, we also learned that Python shell can be used in two way. First is your interactive mode. Okay, and second one is your script mode. In your interactive mode, as the name suggestion, like allows to the interact with the operating systems. Here, when we type Python statement interpreter and display the result immediately. Okay, that means when we type Python expressions, statements, or commands, after the promotes, the Python immediately responds with the output of it. Okay, understand? And you already do the practical. Next is your script mode. In script mode, we type Python program in a file. We type a Python program in file and then use interpreter to execute the content of the file. Example, like you can take input any two number and find the quotient and remainder. Okay, like so what you can do, like first you write in script mode. In your script mode, you can write a program in like a professional manner. Okay, like you can see here a equal to enter first number and b equal to enter second number. Okay, and then print the quotient formulas you can put here. Okay, and then print the remainder formula put here, like and then save this program in a suppose like a what uh, what you can give any name of this program. In this program you can give any name, like a plus b, या फिर you can give the name like a reminder of the program, and dot what py extension name. Never forget, always when you save in your program script mode, you just give suppose reminder.py, and then save the file and then execute the reminder.py. First you import your reminder.py in your interpreter and then execute it. Okay student, understand? After that, you see, in your interactive mode, how can you write like a easily way? You can someone tell input any two number and find the remainder. On that time you just directly written enter the first number, enter the first number and second number, and put the formulas of your remainder and execute that. You can already do this practical. Okay, understand? Next is your variable and types. Okay, a variable is what? Suppose any name where we just store the value. Okay, we know that, you can see here, we know that object variable is name. Okay, Object variable is name, which refers to a value. Every object has an identity और a type and a value. It means हम लोग जब भी कोई एक वेरिएबल के अंदर वैल्यू को स्टोर करते हैं, तो जो हम लोग सपोज एक्स लिए या नेम लिए, तो नेम हमारा क्या हो रहा है, आइडेंटिटी हो रहा है उसका. उसके बाद नेम जो हम लोग ले रहे हैं उसका क्या दिए, नेम दिए सपोज तुम्हारा नाम लाइक ABCD. तो ABCD विच टाइप ऑफ डेटास, लाइक अ स्ट्रिंग टाइप या फिर कैरेक्टर टाइप यू कैन से. तो वो हमारा क्या हो गया, नेम जो क्या हो रहा है आइडेंटिटी, और ए इक्वल सपोज एक्स इक्वल टू XYZ दिया, तो XYZ इज व्हाट, इज द कैरेक्टर टाइप. एंड देन ए वैल्यू, वैल्यू इज व्हाट, वैल्यू इज हियर ए नेम इक्वल टू XYZ. दिस इज योर value of your variable. Understand? And then next, an identity of the object is its address in memory. Okay, name is your what, name is just store in your memory. Okay, a identity of the object, its address in memory, and does not get changed when it is created. When you just give one time the name of variable, on that time you just can't be change of that variable name. Okay, because the name is already stored in your memory locations. Okay, and then next is your type. Type means that is a data type. I already told you, a set of value and allows the operator on those value. Like it can be one of the following. See here, data type basically 5 types. Okay, you all know, already discussed: number, none, sequence, and sets, and mapping. Okay, number is divided into 3 types. Integer number you all know, like 1 2 3 4. Floating number, it means decimal numbers like a 5.4, 3.2, 6.2. And complex number, complex number means what, I read like 3 plus 4j. ठीक है, these are the complex number. And your sequence is also 3 types. Sequence is also 3 types: string, tuples, and list. Okay, and then sets has no types. And then mapping is your dictionary. Okay, let's discuss one by one. Listen carefully. First one is your number. What is number? Number data type store the numerical value, you all know. Okay, store the numerical value. This data type is immutable, that is value of its object cannot be changed. Okay, and then number is 3 types, already discussed: integer, floating, and complex. What is this, you all know. Next is your sequence. Next is your next is your none. None is, this is the spatial data type. None is spatial data type with a single value. It is used to signify the absence of value. Understands? Values false in the situations. It represented by none. Nothing in this none. Okay, next is your sequence. Sequence is what? A sequence is an ordered collections of item. बेसिकली हम लोग कुछ भी सीक्वेंस वाइज रखते हैं, एक ऑर्डर्ड सीक्वेंस में रखते हैं, तो हम लोग उसको सीक्वेंस बोलते हैं. ठीक है, तो सीक्वेंस के अंदर क्या क्या आता है? स्ट्रिंग, लिस्ट, टुपल. दिस डिफरेंट 3 टाइप्स ऑफ सीक्वेंस. ओके, एंड सीक्वेंस इज व्हाट? इट इज ए कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ म्यूटेबल. इट मीन्स whose value may change. Okay, and your immutable means an immutable value is one whose value may not be changed. It's a data type. There are 3 types of sequence data type. Okay, there are 3 types of sequence data type: string, list, and tuple. First is your string. Okay, string is what? String is a type of object, you all know. Okay, one that consists of a series of characters or sequence of character is called string. Okay, because we already complete this chapter string manipulation in class 11, you all know that. Okay, so string manipulation means what? It means to handling any string or to controlling any string is known as string manipulations. Okay student, understands? And you all know how to in string indexing. Listen, each and every character of a string contain a unique ID or a positional ID that is called index of that particular character. Basically, indexing is two types: forwarding indexing and backward indexing. We already cover in string manipulation. You just open your note and check there. Okay, I am here just few points are written, but in details your 11th class book you can read. Okay, after that next is your list. Okay, next is your list. List is what? It is a container which contain collection of item. Okay, and item can be different data type. Understands? Item can be one and more than one. Okay, and list are mutable sequence of Python that you can change element of a list in place. Understands? Example you have taken, suppose L1 equal to, in your square bracket you can write 1 2 3. Okay, and close the square bracket. What is this? Here square bracket and item is separated with a commas. How to write written list, you know? Okay, and different types of list like empty list, list of integer value, list of float value, list of characters, and list of strings also, and list of mixed value or different item. Understands? We already covered these things. Next is your tuples. Next is your tuples. Tuple is what? Tuple are sequence of value of any type and one index by integer. You can see here. Okay, and Python tuples are immutable, that you cannot change the element of a tuple in place. Understands? A sequence of Python object or elements. Understand? Tuples are unchangeable and ordered data type. Syntax like you can write tuple name equal to data1 data2. Example you can write tuple means variable name equal to where you store the value, start the parenthesis bracket and write the value separately, double quotes like your name Ram, parenthesis bracket opening रहेगा and then commas orange and another different things. You can, you what you want you written in your tuples you just can write. Okay, and tuples are also 3 to 4 types: empty tuples and your tuples of integer, tuples of floating, and tuples of characters, and tuples of mixed value, tuples of strings. Okay, we already covered these things. Next is your sets. Set is what? Set is a unordered collection of value of any type with no duplicate integer. Understands? After that next is your token. Token in Python. Token in Python, the smallest indivisible unit in a program is known as token. Understands? And basically Python has following tokens like a keyword, in identifier, literal, operator, and punctuator. You can see here. Okay, and then next is your how to define in a program identifier, keywords, literals, punctuators, operator. You can see here. I already give a simple Python program and define everything. Okay, and you can see for a in range 1 to 10, if a modulus of 2 equal to 0 and print a, you can see if is what, if and for is a keyword. Okay, and a and a1 is a identifier, and equal to is what, equal to plus minus, these are the what, operator. Understands? And literal is what, literal is a constant value. Okay, literally constant. तो यहाँ पे literal क्या है, 0 and 10 is the literal value. And what is the punctuator is the symbols like a colons, these colons and these colons and these colons. Okay, 3 punctuators are there in this program. Okay, next is your literal is what, literal are used to define the data as the variable or constant. Understands? Literal are data item that have a fixed value, and you can say also literal often referred to a constant value. Python allow several kind of literal like a string, numeric, booleans, and collections, set, dictionary. These are the literals. Understands? And next is your keyword. This in this completed. Next is your our keywords. Keyword, it is a word having a special meaning and functions. Understand? These are reserved for special purpose and must not be used as a normal indefinite identifier names. Must not be used in identifier names. Keywords never be used in our identifier names, like we are given x equal to 4 5, never I will give suppose true equal to 4 5 6, never I can take. Okay, understand? These are the keywords. And your moreover, compiler define those words. It does not allow user to use this word. Understand? And Python compiler has the following words like false, asset, def, name, break, continue, else. These are the keywords, reserved keywords, Python compiler. Okay, next is your identifier. This one is completed. Identifier is what? Identifier, it represents the programmable entities. Okay, and the programmable entities include user defined name, variable, module, and other object. Understand? We already discussed these things. And Python has some rule to define Python identifier has some rules to define the identifier names. Like a rule is, you can read here and see here. First is variable name must only be a non keyword. It means हम लोग कीवर्ड नेम कभी भी नहीं देंगे वेरिएबल के टाइम, वेरिएबल नेम. ओके, एंड वर्ड विथ नो स्पेस इन बिटवीन. ओके, and next is your variable name must be made up of only letter, number, and underscores. Understand? And third rule is your variable name cannot begin with a number. Only number you can never give the variable name, although they can contain numbers. Example you can see here. Okay, how can identify your variable name? Next is your literal. Literal is what? Literal is literally constant value. I already told you. Literal are used to define the data as a variable or constant. Okay, literal are data item that have a fixed value. Understand? And the literal has the different types like a string, numeric, booleans, dictionary, collections. These are the Literal is literal types. Okay, and your next is operator. Next is your operator. Next is your operator. You can see here, operator are what? Operator are the construct which can manipulate the value of operands. Okay, operator are token that trigger some computations when applied to a variable and other object in an expression. Trigger means just trigger, just like a invoke. Understand? It means like calculate the calculations through the operator. Okay, and consider the example like you can take 4 plus 5 equal to 9. Here is the here is a trigger is plus operator. Plus operator is trigger and equal to is 9. Okay, here 4 and 5 are operator, sorry, 4 and 5 are operands and plus is called operator. There are how many types of operators? 8 types of operators. Okay, 8 type of operators. Arithmetic operators, comparison operator, assignment operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, membership operators, and identity operators. We already discussed these things. Understands? And if you want to read one by one, just go your book of your 11th class and see there. Okay, and next is your punctuator. Punctuator is what? Punctuator define. How to define punctuator? Basically, punctuator are symbols that are used in programming language to organize sentence structure in a simple way. Okay, and a punctuator can also be a token. Punctuator is also be a token, is used in a syntax of the preprocessor. Like you can just use the punctuator symbols. How? See here, hash, slash, parenthesis bracket, opening and closing, and your square brackets, dictionary bracket, it means curly bracket, at the rate, semicolon, commas, equal to, these are the punctuator symbols. Okay, now let's start. Next is your bare bones of Python. What do you mean by bare bone of Python? What do you understand by this? Bare bone means the basic structure of your Python programs. In a simple words, basic structure of your Python program in simple words. Okay, and the Python program may contain various elements such as like a constant, statement, expressions, and etc. You can see here I just given one example and define the different statement, constant, and indentations, and your inline comments, expressions, functions. What is the how to use? You can see here and understand. Try to understand. Okay. Next is your expressions. What is expression? It means legal combinations of symbols. Expression means legal combinations of symbols. Expressions is a type of Python statement which contain a logical sequence of number, string, object, and operators that represent a value. It means it's called expression. Okay, and expressions represent something which Python evaluates and which then produce a value. Okay, example like you can take a plus 5 or a minus 5, expression that you are gain the value only. Understand? Next is your statement. Statement is what? A statement is what? Is a programming instructions that does something. That does something. That is some data action takes place. Okay. A statement execute and may or may not yield a value. Okay. And a statement in Python is a logical instructions. Logical instructions which Python interpreter can read and execute. Understands? Next is your comments. Comment is what? Comment are the additional readable information to clarify the source code basically. Or you can just see here, where here इनलाइन ऑफ कमेंट. वाई वी आर गिविंग द इनलाइन कमेंट्स? ताकि हम लोग कुछ एडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन गेन कर सके कि यहाँ पे जो ये कोड लिखा है वो किस लिए लिखा गया है, इसका वजह क्या है. तो अगर कोई यूज़र या फिर कोई अदर एम्प्लॉय नहीं समझ पा रहा है तो उस चीज़ के लिए हम लोग क्या करते हैं, वहाँ पे एडिशनल कमेंट्स दे देते हैं ताकि उस लाइन को अगर वो नहीं समझ पाए तो उस कमेंट्स को पढ़ के वो समझ पाए. समझ लिया? दैट्स वाई वी आर यूज द कमेंट्स इन योर प्रोग्राम. ओके. And the comments are read by the programmer but ignored by the Python interpreter. Why? Because we are use the hash symbols. Okay. And comments in the Python begin with the hash symbol and generally end with the physical lines. Understand? In the above code you can see 4 types of comments: full line comments, inline comments, single line comments and multi line comments. Full line comment means only a single line comments. There you just start the hash symbol and give the full line comments. Inline comment means just you just see here, write the program and give the inline commands. Single line commands only one line commands you just give. Full line commands and inline commands both are same. And multi line command means you can just give a at a 1 2 3 4 5 6 line command at a times on that. Okay. After that functions. Functions is what? Functions is a group of statement that perform a specific task. Okay. And functions help reduce the functions help reduce the line of code and break into small code sections. Basically functions used for program and code in organized and manageable. Understand? The statement indent below its depth statement are part of the functions. Statement complete. Variable and assignment. Variable is what? Already discussed. A Python variable is a reserve memory location to store the value. We already discussed these things. And next is your dynamic typing and static typing. You can read here. Okay. And then next is your statement flow control. It's a very important for programming. Statement flow control. Let's discuss one by one. First of all, a statement flow control, it represents a group of statements execute as a unit. Every programming language produce construct to the support sequence, selections or iterations. Sequence is Python follow top down condition approach, as well as a sequence follow the approach from top to bottom, like a statement 1, statement 2, statement 3, these things. Okay. And simple statement, empty statement, you all know how to write the simple statement and empty statement. Next is your if condition statement. If condition statement is what? If statement tests a conditions and then if the condition evolves to true, then print statement, otherwise execute. Okay, syntax like you can see here. If condition expression, statement 1, statement 2, if condition satisfy then print, otherwise exist. Okay. And then next is your if else conditions. If else is what? If a statement tests a conditions and if the condition is true, it will execute. Okay. A block of statement below if. And in case condition is false, then here come to the else statement below the else. Syntax you can just see here and understand. Next is your if else conditions. If else conditions is what? Here a user can decide among multiple options. The if statement are executed from the top down. As soon as one of the condition controlling the if is true, then statement associated with that if is executed and the rest of the loader is bypassed. If none of the condition is true, then the final else statement will be execute. You can see here. Okay, next is your nested if else statement. Nested if else statement means what? Nested if statement means an if statement inside another of if statement. It means एक लूप के अंदर और एक लूप चलाते हैं और एक if के अंदर और एक if चला सकते हैं. Okay, yes, Python allow us to nested if statement within if statement. That is, we can place an if statement inside another if statement. Understands? You can see here example and syntax. Next is your looping or loop. You can say loop. Looping statement basically the iteration statement or repetition statement allows a set of instructions to perform repeatedly until a certain conditions is fulfilled. Okay, loop is two types, for loops and while loops. First one is your for loops. For loops because a for loop is used for iterations over a sequence, that is either a list, tuples or dictionary or set or other things like a string, characters, whatever. Syntax is here, you can try to understand. If not, then ask me. Next is your while. While is what? While is loop is a conditions loop that will repeat the instructions within itself as long as conditions allow true. Syntax while legal expressions and loop body. Simply पूरा easy word. You can just see. Next is your jump statement. In jump statement is two types like a break and continue statement. First one is your break statement. What is break statement? Basically break statement terminate current loop and resume or execute next statement. Okay, it can be used in both while loop and for loop, or we use break keyword simply to use break statement. Syntax like a while test conditions statement 1 if again conditions break statement 2 statement 3 statement 4 statement 5. Okay, on that time you can see here when you will give the conditions statement 1 and then give the second condition and then break. On that time what will be the happen, because where is the break? if कंडीशन जो है हमारा वहाँ उसका जो स्टेटमेंट है स्टेटमेंट 2 और स्टेटमेंट 3 और हम लोग ब्रेक कहाँ लगा दिए if कंडीशंस के बाद, तो हमारा जो स्टेटमेंट 2 और स्टेटमेंट 3 है वो कभी प्रिंट नहीं करेगा. ओनली हमारा जो प्रिंट करेगा वो वाइल का स्टेटमेंट प्रिंट करेगा, क्योंकि हम लोग if स्टेटमेंट में ब्रेक लगा दिए हैं, तो ओनली ये वाला प्रिंट करेगा. अंडरस्टैंड्स? एंड नेक्स्ट इज योर the continue statement. Continue statement is Python returns the control to the beginning of while loop. Okay, and the continue statement reject all the remaining statement. Reject all the remaining statement because in the current iterations of the loop and move the control back to the top of the loop. Okay. And syntax is like same. You can see while condition test condition just give and statement 1 this one, and then if continue. Continue means it will be print only first. Okay, now more on loop. It means less loop else statement. We can use else statement with while loop, with for loop in Python. In a similar way, we use else statement with if statement. While syntax and while conditions statement 1 2 body of the loop, and else is the body of else of the part. Okay, next is your nested loop is what? Loop using loop inside its body is called nested loop. Okay, basically nested loop is two types: outer loop and inner loop. Syntax is, you can say, for a in a range xy, for b in a range 1 and x. So here is first is your for a in a range is your outer loop, and for b in a range is your inner loop. Okay, and then print star, and this is the what? Body of the inner loop, and this one is the body this one is the body of your outer loop. Okay, now here is the some one part is rest, that's why I'm give the here range functions. Okay, range functions is what? Here you can see range is defined, that's why I mentioned the range functions return the sequence of number strings from 0 by default, and increment by 1 by default, used to generate a sequence which can be a special type of variable with item. Syntax like range, start, stop and steps. Why we use step? Because if I want two different value are mentioned and I want to give the steps and print, on that time we use the step value. Okay, you can see both the example are there, and today is this much. Thank you.